Pick one. Which one is calling to you? This is for group 1. Not to be confused with group 7. Sorry, guys. My name is Krista Kaiser. I am also known as the Vibe Curator. I'm an intuitive based out of Ontario, Canada, willing to travel. But you've picked Pistachio Calcite, and we're going to do a little reading on that. If you've picked Pistachio Calcite, chances are right now you are being drawn to focus on your business, to remove the fear of failure and remove the fear of success, to get your courage in terms of professionally, and to go after what it is that you really, really want. Now, you may be drawn to both of them, so stick around because I'm going to do a part 2 for the other Calcite. Now, what do the people who chose Pistachio Calcite need to know? Ooh. We're meant to be more playful, to have fun, work and career and truly business, because I feel like this channeled message is going towards like entrepreneurs and business owners. We're meant to have fun. That's the reason why we're working for ourselves, is we wanted to have fun. It's not like every day is like, hang out with your besties day, unless you're very, very lucky with the work that you do and you're able to maneuver that way. But it's more so that like you don't want to do things the way that other people have been doing them, and you don't want to rob yourself of the joy that you deserve in life, and that we're all like, it's waiting for us. Joy is everywhere. And so if work, career, building towards your dream has become a chore, and it's become maybe like a little overwhelming where you're lost in the sauce, you can't really see your way through, go have some fun, get creative, get that creative spark going, get busy with your hands, or go for a walk, sing, dance, act, like whatever it is, get creative, and you will get so much more clear messaging coming through that way. You are meant to have joy and fun, and it's, you're still an apprentice in it. Like, we're not quite mastering the craft quite yet. Like, you very much deep in the work as a page or a princess in this deck, but more so that like it's not meant to be so devastatingly serious. Enjoy the process, enjoy the journey. What else do we need to know for Pistachio? Jeez. Oh my god, that was aggressive. How's that for a message? Okay, you're gonna fall flat on your face if you don't start resting. I feel like some of this group is really running yourself ragged, and you need to lay down. You truly need to like let your soul rest and to regroup and regenerate, and like ask yourself, what is it that I'm moving forward toward? Because pardon me, throat chakra, some of these things need to be spoken about. It can't just be like a cycle of, okay, this has to be done, this has to be done, this has to be done. Rest is part of the cycle. We all know that. This isn't like a new concept. I mean, unless you're a dear boomer, then it very well could be a new concept that rest is part of the process. But remember that, like, it's not, we literally have to sleep every single night so that we can get up and do the things that we need to do, and also so that we can survive. And so rest is part of that entrepreneur cycle. It's also part of the survival cycle. And I feel like maybe this is where this is really coming through, is that we're not meant to only survive. We are meant to be thriving. And I feel like the thing that's missing from that is the joy. That's what's bringing us out, or going to bring us out of this like survival mode, is resting and doing it to the point where like it's uncomfortable to do things, and to not do things. And maybe it's just give yourself like a day, an afternoon, it's all relative to what you can afford to take for yourself, but make it a priority, because you're gonna fall on your fucking face, unfortunately, and that's gonna make you stop and rest. Like people who all of a sudden break a leg, or they break an arm, or they twist their ankle, they do something to their toe, where all of a sudden they have like a random ass spasm where they can't get out of bed. Their bodies are literally like, no, you have to rest. You cannot continue on this way. This isn't sustainable. this isn't sustainable. What else do our pistachio, calcites need to know? Guys, jeez Louise. Is this one coming out first? Okay, you have to be like kind of no nonsense, no bullshit with yourself and call it like it is. Get your, with the Four of Swords, the three swords being in the head, like there's a lot of clarity coming with that. There's a lot of sorting through what's working, what's not working, and like chopping, like letting things go that don't need to be. And the Queen of Swords is the bitch who's gonna tell it and tell you exactly what needs to fucking go. She's not gonna pussyfoot around and try to like not hurt feelings. She doesn't give a shit. She's almost like your higher self right now, or that energy around like the universe, source, spirit, whatever it like you believe in, saying, listen, cut the shit. Let's get it together. What are we doing? You want to have fun. You're doing this because you don't want to work for other people. You need to rest because you're going to run yourself goddamn ragged. And you need to collaborate and have fun and share time with your friends and your family and your loved ones. And if you're lucky enough to have employees, your employees. This is all about celebration. This is all about pouring into each other. Maybe it's even like getting together with a couple other entrepreneurs that you know and just like talking. Not even about your business, but just getting together and feeling that kind of group energy, that the idea that you're not alone. Because when we pour into each other, it all is reciprocal. It all comes back. I saw a snippet of an interview with, I think it was Janelle Monáe, and forgive me, I cannot think of this wonderful musician's name. And they were talking about how the girl, I can't remember her name, her friend was doing social work or something, and that they taught them for mental health and for your well-being, self-care is like, yes, it's important, but showing up in community is so much more important for your well-being, your overall well-being. And I feel like as an entrepreneur, you can kind of get a little blinders on and not really allow yourself to enjoy the fruits of your labor, the freedom, the schedule that you've set up for yourself. But like really get together with people and come together and pour into each other. This is like a good amount of like emotional fulfillment within a group of people. And hell, you are so deserving of that. Okay, let's give one more to wrap it up for our lovely little pistachios. What do we need to move forward? Okay, well, it's sending out decoys, so I don't appreciate that, but I do appreciate that that wasn't the card meant for you. What do our little pistachios need to know? Oh, Lord. Okay. You have to go after what you want, and you have to protect what it is that you are up against. And that means like yourself. You know, this is a 7 of Wands. We have one person here whose one wand is more powerful than the 6 coming at them. Protect the thing, your baby, protect your business, protect what it is that you've worked so hard to get to. And my favorite like iteration of this card in this deck is that, of this card is in this deck. And it's that Michael Scott, Wayne Gretzky, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So you have to go after what you want, but you also have to stand your ground. You have to know that like people are going to come at you, because sometimes when you go into your own thing, it rubs up against people who their conditioning, or they have some wounds around doing their own thing and they don't feel like they can do that. And so it's not maybe like cunty comments from family members or friends saying like, oh, it must be nice to be able to take an afternoon off and get together with your friends. But that's why you're doing this, and you're almost there. I'm so proud of you guys. Keep going. Support your little businesses. Grab some pistachio calcite.